Hello friends, welcome. Today we will be talking about one of the breeds that surprises with its character, strength and weaknesses. We will know its pros and cons, a guard and security dog that has served millions of families who appreciate their loyalty and courage, but the owner without those responsible has created a bad reputation for not being able to control all his power. Know the advantages and disadvantages of having a Rottweiler. We are going to evaluate the characteristics and conditions of this breed given the needs of a common family. It is likely that some disadvantages for you are not. We do this video for educational and entertainment purposes. Advantage number 1: a very playful dog. If we made a top of the most playful dogs, Rottweiler would be at the top of the list. Although it is surprising for some, the truth is that those who have had it as pets know that these dogs love fun, which is why it is highly valued and recognizes him as a great family dog. Despite his strength and musculature, it is as if they were always puppies, but we must make it clear that when we speak that he is very playful and that he likes to have fun, it is only with the members of his family. That for this dog the other people are not to their liking, and they will only be if their owner allows them to enter the home. Advantage number 2: an excellent protection dog. The Rottweiler is one of the best protection dogs that exists. They are dogs where loyalty and caring for the home go hand in hand, and they will never leave a loose end when it comes to protecting their loved ones. They do not like strangers, and they will always remain distant. They will always be waiting for what happens around them to determine if the situation warrants attacking, and they will also remain alert to what their owner decides. The American Kennel Club says that he is basically a calm, safe and courageous dog with a coldness sure of itself that does not lend itself to immediate and indiscriminate friendships. With this we give an idea that they are very wary of opening up and giving confidence. Only the family has the highest priority for them when it comes to defending them, and if they touch they will also attack those that can represent a danger. Advantage number 3: is one of the smartest dogs. Many people believe that the Rottweiler is an aggressive and unintelligent dog, and they will be surprised to learn that both myths about the breed are false and do not enjoy scientific rigor, and this can be demonstrated by knowing the position that this animal occupies in the ranking. From Core Stalin, these monkeys are ranked 9th the most intelligent breeds in the world. Among the qualities Core and highlights is that the Rottweiler has a very high obedience rate. In less than 5 exercises it will be able to understand new orders, also that it has the ability to remember without the need to practice tests repeatedly, and you can respond to the first command 95% of the time. Being a very intelligent dog, it can get bored easily, so it is very important that you give it games, walks, and anything that can help it. They drain all their energy as they are very obedient. They will always be open to learn anything their owner wants, and they will never ignore an order, because for them fidelity is a word that weighs heavily. Advantage number 4: are used for any type of work. They may not be what you are looking for, but it is always good to know that the Rottweiler is a fantastic working dog that can excel in almost any discipline, and that in its early days this allowed it to survive and not go extinct as other breeds of its time have. He calls them butcher dogs because many of them worked pulling carts loaded with meat from the butcher shops in the German areas where they flourished. They also stand out as dogs for herding cattle and protecting against wolves. It is when the train arrives that lives its darkest moments, as it is not much sought after, but years later the police discovered that they were perfect to be part of their team, which gave them a new air of popularity. Advantage number 5: do not vote much hair. When it comes to having a dog, it is always appreciated to know how much hair the canine sheds to determine if it is suitable for our home. In the case of the Rottweiler, one of the great advantages is that hair loss is very little or moderate, and that they will do it twice a year. It is a dog that does not require as much care, except for the necessary ones that a responsible owner should give their pet. It is recommended to brush its teeth and cut its nails, since they tend to grow a lot. If you are liking this video, it would not be very helpful if you gave it a like so that YouTube recommends it to more people, and if you want to support our work you can subscribe and activate the notification bell. We upload several videos a week. First downside: one of the strongest bites in the canine kingdom for a common family, or one that does not have time to dedicate to their pet. This is a disadvantage that can be very dangerous. Rottweiler's bite is considered number one by many, since it exerts a pressure of 150 kilos per square centimeter when it closes its jaws, so having them off-leash in public places, having them loose when visits from children or other people arrive, that can become risky, since rough play between children or perhaps other types of actions, the dog can take them as if it were an attack and leave to defend family members. The bite of the Rottweiler is not the same as that of a Chihuahua. Second disadvantage: low life expectancy. It is always sad to know the life expectancy that our furry has. In the case of the Rottweiler, is one of the lowest, since it is between 9 and 10 years of age. In addition, this breed has certain types of diseases that can affect more harshly this breed, as are hip dysplasia, a condition in which the hip sockets form abnormally, and tropion, a genetic condition in which the eyelid inverts or folds in, or cranial cruciate ligament injuries, a rupture of the ligament that joins the femur to the tibia, the two main bones of the knee joint. Third disadvantage: tend to suffer from obesity. You must be very careful, because the Rottweiler is one of those breeds that tends to gain weight easily if they maintain a sedentary life and are poorly or overfed. You will be facing a time bomb, because weight gain can cause serious health problems for the animal. To avoid this, you should take him for a walk every day and feed him quality food. Avoid giving him food that he cannot consume, sweets or whatever you are eating, because even if they show you a sad face that they are very hungry, what you do when giving him what you eat is permanent damage, and to cut the lifetime that it will share with you. Fourth disadvantage is not a dog for anyone. There are always controversies when we say that it is not a dog for beginners, but it is so, perhaps without realizing it. Your actions and the way you educate and live with the animal are not for a beginner. The first thing is that the challenge is that you are a dog that is not good for being educated with blows and shouts. Positive education that rewards each step of the animal is the most effective. It is a very territorial dog, and much more so with dogs of the same sex, so working on socialization from an early age will allow you to have an optimal dog for any type of situation. Fifth disadvantage: you should review the legislation in your country depending on the place. They are considered a potentially dangerous dog in Spain, for example. It appears on the list along with 9 other breeds, although work is underway to eliminate this law by mid-2021, which does not have scientific rigor, since any dog can reach being dangerous if it is not well educated and lives with irresponsible people. As long as the laws are still active, you must comply with it even if it is difficult. There are places where they require the animal to wear a muzzle to be able to get it out, so if you want to have this type of dog, find out and know if it is allowed in your country, community, state or province. It is vital to avoid major problems. What do you think about the Rottweiler? If you have had one, write in the comments some that have been left out and how you have fared with this breed. Okay, this is all for now. Until next time.